Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, bringing you another deck today. So today I wanted to bring you Akshan Sivir. Akshan Sivir has been a deck that has become popular ever since, I want to say, September, around that time frame. Before it used to be that you play Sivir Action with Ionia. Nowadays, the best version is going to be Sivir Action with Demacia, because Demacia gives you access to some, I guess, mid-range tools like single combat, concerted strikes, obviously I run one of Cataclysm. So it ends up becoming very, very useful. So this deck is pretty straightforward, right? So we're running our Fleet Feather and a Treasure Seeker as a one drops. So Fleet Feather, obviously in combination with Bright Steel, becomes very, very powerful. And we also have Shape Stone and Sharp Size to be able to buff him up. We run Action, of course. Oh, hopefully you want a mulligan for Action on 2 so that you can drop him down and start working on Countdown for the Warlord's Palace. After that, we do 2 Perseverance because the Demacia does lack a little bit of draw. So the Perseverance kind of gives us some draw there. Obviously, every Demacia deck is running triple sharp size, so you just run that. In this version, I do run 2 single combat and also run 2 concerted strikes. And the reason for that is because I want to be able to have really good matchup into the darkness games that are very popular in the deck right now. Single combat and concerted strikes allow me to kill most of the Vegars and most of the Sennas that you might come across. Absorber, obviously, is the way that you finish the game. So you do Absorber on Sivir, and she gives Overwhelm to everything. I do run one Cataclysm because it can be pretty surprising. And part of the reason that I do run one Cataclysm is because in this version of the deck, I'm actually running 2 Rune Runners. People start running Rune Runner once she got nerfed to 3 health instead of 4. But I think in this meta, Rune Runner can still be very good because she has the spell shield to defend a lot of like the stuns and recalls that you might have in the meta, and she has the Overwhelm to get through a lot of the low health units that you see in the meta right now. We do run 2 Merciless Hunters, so I do 2 Merciless and 1 Vanguard Surgeon. The Merciless Hunter could probably go up to 3 if you don't like the Surgeon, because she does give you a lot of ability to be able to drag something that you can kill for free with Sivir or Reaction. The Vagabond is there to give us that Warlord's Palace early in case that we don't enjoy the action. And she's also a very good body with 3-3 health and a power, right? Golden Aegis is another way that you usually finish the game, and it's the way that you can beat most control matchups. You're able to do Golden Aegis and just rally when they least expect it or when they cannot protect against it. Saber, obviously 3 off, and like I said, my 5 drops are split between 2 Rune Runners and 2 Bruisers. So Bruiser is really good because Bruiser gives you the Lucky Find, which advances your Palace and your Warlord's Horde. And he also has 5 and 5 stats, which are huge. But yeah, so this deck is very mid-range deck, and it plays just like that. You're really just trying to gain tempo on the board. So dropping down your units early, try to put as much damage early as you can and work towards a silver level of condition and then try to finish that way. Meanwhile, trying to control the board and removing key units by using Cataclysm, Single Combat, Concerted Strike, and Merciless Hunter. Obviously, the best thing to do is that when you're ready to finish, if you have a Sivir that's leveled up, she gives Spell Shield to your whole board, and you can put the Absorber on her. If you also didn't know, if you put a barrier on her because of, let's say, Bright Steel or the Golden Aegis barrier, she does give the barrier to the rest of the team members, which means that they will not die either, even if they're defended by a unit that has more health than they have attack. Yeah, this deck is really fun. It does really well in the current meta when you go against Scouts and Darkness and other control decks. But it does really bad into Ahri Kennen. So you kind of have to see how the ladder is going at the moment. Are you seeing a lot of Ahri Kennens? Then don't play this deck. Are you seeing a lot of Scouts and a lot of Darkness? Go ahead and play this deck. That's kind of what you have to take a look at into it. But anyways, hope you enjoy the gameplay. And if you do enjoy it, please make sure to give us a sub below. I'll see you all at the end of the video. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Darkness. This should be a favorable matchup for us against Darkness because we have like concerted strikes, we have like single combats. We have ways to deal with their champions, right? Rune Runner is great. Oh, okay, I was going to say, I should have actually kept the Bright Steel as a way to deal with the Catalyzer. But I ended up not getting punished for that, right? So now I can do Treasure Seeker and the action and still be okay. I guess they could have Group Shot. Group Shot would be annoying because then Group Shot means that the Catalyzer can get in for damage next turn. I mean, yeah, the turn after on his next attack. We can do the action. We even got the Vagabond now. So, yeah, Catalyzer. He's always gonna get value from the Catalyzer, right? So I'm okay attacking with both. Wow. So he doesn't have group shot or something like that? This the group shot. Okay, it's a Gohar, not a group shot. Okay. So this opponent plays Gohar. I'm okay blocking with the action. So I'm gonna just block with the action here, by the way. Yep. That's fine. Let's do the Vagabond instead of the action. Now the problem here is that he could have Mescal. Interesting. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. I was gonna say Veigar, but I guess that's fine too. Here the action can level up and get us a draw from here. Now the problem is that the darkness is gonna be a 4 already. Yeah, darkness is already gonna be a 4. So even if we level up here, that's gonna be a problem. What if we just summon the Walking Sands and push damage this way? I don't hate it. I don't hate the Walking Sands. Start pushing some damage in. We have Concerted. The problem is that Concerted doesn't deal with a Veigar. Obviously, our action is going to die because the darkness is going to be hitting for 4. But at least we force these two guys to die, and action is going to get in for 2 damage. Or he could just... And we also start leveling up the Sivir, right? Which I think is the most important part. Yeah, so action is gonna die. Like, die, right? The darkness is getting really big. We have 2 Concerted Strikes, but he hasn't summoned any champions, so they're kind of just sitting there doing nothing. We also don't have another unit that we can even use with it. So... I like the idea of the rally. I think we can start setting something up like that. Although it seems like I feel like it might be a little bit too early for the rally. Maybe the Merciless Hunter is better so that we can start actually building our board. I think the Merciless Hunter is better. We need to kind of build our board back up because he's about to kind of remove our action, about to remove a lot of stuff from our field, right? And we ended up drawing the rally anyways. So here he has enough mana to do Veigar plus Darkness if he wanted to. The problem with him doing that is that I can always have the Merciless Hunter, right? Darkness is only a 4, so he actually doesn't kill this guy. Yeah, so we can just start with Perseverance here. And if he summons the Veigar, then we'll do the Merciless Hunter on the Veigar. So we want him to kind of decide, okay, he's going to have it or not. He's not going to do it. We'll go ahead and do the Bruiser. This means that he can get value if he gets like a Veigar or something. But it also means that we're getting in for 5 if he doesn't have an answer to the Bruiser. Oh, okay, he's just gonna summon the Stally Sentinel. Okay. Sure. Is he gonna get greedy here? Let's see. He's not gonna get greedy. Okay, that's smart. So he just did it right there before I was able to do anything. Before I was able to actually do the Lucky Find. Because if he waited, obviously I get the trigger working on the Warlord's Palace, right? So again, the problem that we have right now is that we don't really have great targets for Concerted. Obviously, the Merciless Hunter still kills the Veigar anyways, but still. We have a lot of ways to deal with champions. There's the Senna. We can Concerted her right now, right? Shouldn't have an answer for this. I like doing this now before he's able to do like a darkness. Like a fast darkness, I mean. Yeah, he doesn't have any answer for this right now, so that's okay. We also already have the Absorber trigger, so again, we have the rally for whenever we need to. We can do the second Bruiser. He can do Darkness to kill this now, or he has to summon something else to block the Bruiser. He cannot do both. He decides to do something to block the Bruiser. I think I want to keep enough mana for Concerted Strike in case that he has another Senna or another Veigar. So we'll do it like this. Obviously, what we want to do is be able to draw with the Warlord's Horse. So no matter what, I think we're going to be doing the Phantom Power over anything else. Interesting. Interesting. How much do I want to punish this? I think Shapestone is fine, right? I think Shapestone is fine right here. I mean, sure. This still gets to survive. You spend 2 of your things. Maybe the Absorber would have actually been good there too. Sivir is leveled up now, so if we ever draw Sivir, he's going to be in trouble. If he has a Veigar now, that kind of sucks, because we don't have single combat. But he kind of needs to play around there, no? I like putting it on the Bruiser, although he can kill either one of them, right? I like putting in the Fearsome instead. We can do +2/+2, or we can do Tough. Kind of like the Tough. We want to trigger this next turn. So next turn we want to be able to start with this, right? There we go. So now we can do the Fount of Power, and we have double rallies, and we also have the Absorber to finish up. So what punishes us here? He has 12 mana. Senna doesn't do anything to us because obviously we start with this. Oh yeah, Senna definitely doesn't do anything to us now because we can start with a single combat on her. So the darkness doesn't do anything. I'm gonna have him commit the second darkness. So watch this. I'm gonna block the Senna, right? He probably wants to commit that darkness. Once he commits it, we can single combat. Pokey stick. Okay, so now he has the darkness to be able to deal with it. The problem is that the darkness is gonna go first, hitting the Bruiser. So the Bruiser is gonna die here to the darkness combo, but he's still gonna take the Senna down with him. And again, we have golden aegis to be able to finish the game up from there. We could have also done Sharp Sight to protect him and force the darkness out before anything else. So that still keeps him alive. So we have 3. Bro, we just do this. I think this is fine, no? Now he only has darkness, so he won't be able to deal with everything. So I'm okay doing the Concerted Strike. So the 2 Poke Sticks, just take this guy down to 1. And then we can do Rally and have the Absorber to be able to finish, or we can do double Rally, whatever. Because obviously he has 1 little blocker with the Spiderlet. He's going to end up doing the darkness. There you go. Darkness is dealing 4. We can technically get there, right? Because this gives it... Yeah, that should be game, right? That should be game because we can just rally now. This has Overwhelm. We can rally. Which one am I gonna do Lucky Find on? I guess is the question. I don't think it matters, right? Let's just do it on the Fearsome. +1/+1. That's fine. It's not lethal just yet, though, right? Because this deals 9. This deals 6. Oh, actually, it is lethal. Just 9 + 6. That's gonna be 15. Woo! Okay, so yeah, there we go. Just had to kill 2 Sennas to get through him. So, obviously that tough ended up kind of working out in the end there, right? Because the more health you have, the better the tough ends up being. But yeah, that was a very fun game. And that's why this matchup tends to be favorable versus Darkness, just because single combat and Concerted Strike kind of save you all the time. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Imitate now. it's gonna be dragons. So both of us are obviously playing kind of mid-range Demacia decks. So both of us have single combat, both of us have concerted strikes, both of us have all that stuff. This hand doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad either because I get the Warlord's Palace early on. I have a single combat to try to protect something if I need to, for me to be able to react to, say, single combat. Don't think the Golden Aegis is going to make a huge difference, but you never know. It could actually be the difference maker. Ideally, if we have the Merciless Hunter, Consider Strike is huge though. So Consider Strike actually is huge. I'm okay doing this because he's probably going to have the White Flame. Yep, this is the White Flame. So if I summon the Vagabond first, we would have just, you know, not being able to attack into the White Flame. So at least now we at least push that extra 2 damage in there. Got an additional trigger on the Silver level up. Of course, like I said, the problem is that we need our buffs, I think, to be able to compete with the White Flame getting really big. Consider Strike helps out, but he can always respond with like a single combat. Now, his Pantheon is really far behind, so that's very good for us. He's doing Shyvanna. I think I'm gonna do the Surgeon. I like doing the Surgeon here. I'm blocking the dragon. If he wants to buff the dragon with like a Pale Cascade, or just Chambers, okay. It still doesn't kill our guy, so I don't think I mind that much. I guess question here is what to do. So we have 8 mana. I think it's too early to summon Sivir, although she's not a bad idea. Okay, let's do the Sivir. Let's do the Sivir because of the quick attack. I can put a lot of pressure on him. We can do the Walking Sands. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. So that's a little bit annoying because he adds enough health for him to be able to block our Sivir. We don't have enough mana to do that. He can level up Shyvanna if we attack. What to do here? So, ideally we want to kill Shyvanna. Oh, perfect. Alright. Ideally we want to kill the Shyvanna, I think. Right? Ideally we want to kill the Shyvanna. If we attack, he can just block this with Sivir. Whichever one he blocks with Sivir, I think we're going to go after it. Because we have the single combat, right? So I'm going to do it like this. I want to make sure... Okay, so we're going to kill Pantheon? Or do we kill the Shyvanna? Pantheon or Shyvanna? Pantheon or Shyvanna? So, obviously the whole problem here is that he's going to be able to kill us with Pantheon. I think Shyvanna is more dangerous because Shyvanna means that we are... It means that we're losing to like... We can also deny the level up actually, right? So we can do like this and she doesn't level. And we still kill the Pantheon. So I like this play. We deny the level up, so she needs to attack. She doesn't get the free single combat next turn. She needs to actually attack to get it. We still have the Sivir putting a lot of damage on him. We can do Brightsteel if he doesn't open attack. The problem with Brightsteel is that we don't have enough mana for Concerted if we do that. Okay, he has no way to stop this Concerted, right? If he does a Sharp Sight here, that gets it to 9 HP, so we can now go after that one. It needs to be after this one that we go. Yeah, so we always go after the Shyvanna. We don't want Shyvanna to level up. So here we guarantee that the Shyvanna dies, because even if he has a single combat on the Surgeon, he doesn't save it. Pale Cascade doesn't save it. There's nothing that saves that. We're going to have to take the damage from the Wounded White Flame. But now our Sivir is also very close to leveling up. I guess he can single combat this to deny the Sivir going to 26. Which I think is ideal for him, if he wanted to. Okay, he's just going to do that instead. I mean, we still kill it. He just wasted the Strapping Strike. Shyvanna does level up, but we still kill her with the 5. And it's one less thing I have to worry about that can get through the Sivir Spell Shield. We're at 28, so as soon as she attacks, she'll be able to level up. Of course, we have to take the 7 here. I want to be able to rally this turn. But I don't think it's going to be possible. What we can do is the for Demacia. So that's not going to be enough, right? I guess it is enough. It's not enough for us to be in trouble though. Because what's going to happen is that Sivir's always going to have... Both units are going to have the barrier. So if we do it like this, he's going to have to start putting a lot of... Ooh. Maybe we want to do the Ruin Runner. The Ruin Runner means that he's still going to be in a vulnerable spot. But then we don't really have a way to kill this dragon next turn. It has to be like this. We can percent lethal this thing. Because we have the rally and the unit's going to survive because of the shield plus the spell shield. So, because Sivir has barrier, it means that the Brightest Protector is also going to have barrier, right? Which means that we can do the Golden Aegis and summon the Ephemeral Charger. Especially if he does this attack. Especially if he does this attack. I mean, if he takes that block, sorry. Okay. So we level up Sivir. We can do... We can do the rally. He needs to have like single combat, right? To be able to stop this. So he needs to have single combat and needs to do in the Bright Steel. Doesn't have it. He does realize that we have lethal, right? Because we can summon the Sandstone Charger and everything will have... Yeah, that's lethal. So now we just summon the Sandstone Charger and he can't do anything about this. Because everything has Spell Shield and it has Barrier. And we're wide enough that he cannot stop us. So that's exactly going to be 8. Obviously, we have to have Sober anyways. And there it is. Unfortunate for opponent. So we even go over a guiding touch there. Oh yeah, okay, that was amazing. That was very close. I think the play where we killed the Pantheon was actually the right play there. It was a little bit weird attacking with everything, right? Because he had a way to kind of kill our Sivir. But I think he ended up messing up by the way that he blocked. So I think he ended up coming in clutch there. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Teemo Caitlyn. I think we should have a decent time. But who knows here? Like, it's a little bit scary. I like the Vagabond. I think Teemo can give... I think the Tracker is a little bit risky because he has a lot of pings, right? He has a lot of pings, like group shot and stuff. But I think we just play everything out on curve, no? I guess we don't need to. I think we can just pass. I think we can just do the action here. And threaten us having Shape Stone. Obviously, he doesn't know that we don't have Shape Stone. Or he doesn't need to know that. So here we can do the Vagabond. That's a consideration that the open was nice. I'm gonna let him know that we don't have the Shape Stone now, just because we did it like this. So, okay, now we have the Sharp Side at least. So that's not the worst thing in the world. I love that voice interaction. Oh, now we have it. Now we even have the. Now we actually have the Sharp Sight and the Shape Stone. So I'm willing to attack with everything here. He's gonna be taking a lot of damage. Gonna be taking a lot of damage here. I mean, we're gonna be getting a lot of shrooms. So I guess it's kind of even, right? Puts a lot of shrooms on us. think I'm fine holding this back in case he has like a mystic shot, or I get excited. Okay, I guess he's gonna make me commit it right now. Okay, he's gonna do it here. Do we need to keep the Ruin Runner alive? Second consideration. The second consideration that keeping the Ruin Runner alive is important. But I think I'm okay doing it like this, no? If we don't keep the Ruin Runner alive, we're gonna be very much in trouble because now we don't have. He still has enough mana for a Mystic Shot, so I don't think I can commit this. If it wasn't for the Mystic Shot, or I get excited, sorry. Although they don't get excited, so I could have beaten the Mystic Shot because the action would have leveled up, now that I think about it. So I could have done the Shape Stone on the Ruin Runner, action levels up, and I don't have to worry about the Mystic Shot anymore after that. I think it's a skip. Yeah, okay, that skip was better. I needed to do a skip there, just so that I would draw something more useful. This is a great draw. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. No reason to give him the free action. I mean, 4 damage sucks, but it's not the end of the world. This should have been a Ruin Runner turn, by the way. Sure. I want to save mana. Okay, he's gonna just commit everything that he has. It should have been the Ruin Runner there instead. Although I guess she would have gotten the spell shield popped. He's probably trying to think what I might have. So he's thinking maybe he can play Ava. Or he's worried that I'm gonna be able to kill it with like a well, I guess it doesn't matter. Consider Strike doesn't do it anymore because I only have 1 unit. So what is he worried about? Oh, he did get punished by it, but it's not like he was like it's not like he was gonna be a big punish, right? Obviously, we keep the sharp side in case that we have something like a Teemo that we need to worry about. It's unfortunate. I like summoning the Ruin Runner. That's still 5 damage that we push, even if he blocks with his Chunk Bomb. And we also have the Absorber now. Activate the effect. My dude. Okay, I guess the Puff Caps are big enough. Yeah, I guess that is a lot of damage, huh? That was 6 Puff Caps that we got hit by there. Don't think that much is a big of a deal. We're definitely gonna commit the Absorber there. Obviously, we don't commit it here because it's not gonna make a difference. So we can just commit it here. It pushes the most damage. And it pushes the same amount of damage, but that's okay. So he's at 5. Let's see if we can get the rally. Is it the rally here, or is it just I like doing the Ruin Runner here and just presenting lethal through the Overwhelm instead of drawing. Might be a mistake. Okay, I have the Sharp Side, so that's exactly what we get the Sharp Side for. So now we can do Sharp Side to block the Teemo. 3. Sharp Side. Get the action, start up again. You can go ahead and do this. So this is going to be very difficult for him to block. Because he has Overwhelm, right? So he can block everything else except for this. Whatever he pranks is okay. We don't need our mana. So even if he does a single combat, that's fine. He's giving us more resources. We know we're not going to die, by the way. So I know for a fact that I don't have enough shrooms to die based on what the Karina did 2 turns ago. Because the Karina didn't do enough damage. Like, she only did 6 shrooms, right? So I know that I was going to be drawing 6, sorry, in total right here. So here we can do this. He shouldn't have a way to stop this. We need to open because he might have another Karina in his hand. He can make us draw. That will be his only out. So we have to draw 3 shrooms. And he's making us draw 4 cards. I'm assuming these are the... yeah, the insider knowledge. There we go. Okay, so we have to draw 2 shrooms. So all a matter of luck. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Damn. GG's. Exactly 2. I mean, I had less than 1 shroom per card. So I mean, it was a little bit more in our favor than his, but it ended up working out for him, I guess. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against Veigar Senna, which, as I mentioned, it is a very favorable matchup, right? Because we have ways to deal with the Veigar, like we had the single combats, etc. I wonder if keeping the Sivir is a little greedy, or I mean, is the way to go. I think I'll keep her. It might be a little bit greedy, especially because now we don't have any single combats or concerted strikes. Okay, this is a single combat at least. Now, some of the players from Darkness are playing Gohar, so there was a chance that you could have had it there. This opponent is not one of those, so we kind of ended up lucking out of it there. No Catalyzer, right? If he had the Catalyzer, he would have not played that. I'm okay passing. I'm okay passing because I want to have this be a blocker for the Catalyzer if he has it. I'll do the Sivir. He can obviously get rid of the Spell Shield really easily, which is exactly what he's going to do right here. But I don't think that's going to be enough. He has to commit the Darkness to be able to kill her. He gets the Catalyzer this time. So now he can kill her because he's going to go to 3. Okay. I like the Bruiser. He's probably going to try to commit this right away. And we can defend it with like a Shapestorm. And see if he commits anything else. I like the Bruiser. It's a chance that he can give us back the Spell Shield, right? He's going to have to commit 3 mana right here. He decides not to, which means that he probably has Vengeance. The only reason he does that is because he has the Vengeance. Oh, wow. What? He wants to activate the Darkness again. I'm willing to do this. This stops him from creating another Darkness in his hand. It looks like his hand is really awkward. And I'm willing to do the Shapestorm to save the Sivir, by the way. Yeah, there you go. So now this forces him to have to commit another Darkness at some point to be able to kill the Sivir. So we'll do this. Tough or +2/+2? I like the tough. I think the tough ends up becoming more useful because we'll be able to stop any ping and we have the sharp side, right? What does the opponent have? He has 6 mana. So I feel like I need to play around stuff like Vengeance, right? I'm okay saving the Bruiser instead of doing it on the Sivir. So that he doesn't die to a Conchologist block.
One goes down, thousands to go. It's a living.
He has 3 mana, so he can kill the Sivir. The problem is that he's just gonna run into the top, right? Wow. He's gonna do it like this? I don't mind doing the Absorber on this thing. Or we can just do the Crusader Strike. I like the Absorber. Although putting the Absorber now means that obviously we don't have Absorber for later. He's putting us in an interesting spot, right? Making us have to commit something. I like keeping the sharp side to protect against that Darkness. So I think it's going to be the Absolver. Obviously, the Concerted Strike lets us get a lot of value from the Barusan, but I like the Concerted Strike. I mean, sorry, I like the Absolver right here. And let's see if he commits a Darkness on the Sivir. He obviously playing around the shapes. Yeah, he's playing around the sharp side. Smart opponent. Fortunately for him, he's letting us look at that. Letting us get a lot of value. So now we just win, right? So now we can just do the Golden Aegis and win the game. Because he shouldn't have a way to block this anymore, especially now that our things there have overwhelmed. So yeah, had him commit the Darkness a little bit too late there. So yeah, that was a really nice game. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against Ahri Kennen, which again is gonna be like a it destroys the Demacian mid-range decks. Let's just say that. So this matchup is gonna be really bad for us. I like keeping this hand though. It's kind of like a aggro type of hand in a way, right? Because we can put a lot of pressure on him with Treasure Seeker, and we even have action now, right? So Treasure Seeker, he shouldn't have anything to block this, so we can do 2 damage here. I didn't want to do the Fleet Feather Tracker because there's a chance that he could have actually decided to block that. If he does... Okay, it's not Ahri, so I'm okay doing the action. I'm okay doing the Fleet Feather. I'm gonna force him to block. So what I'm gonna do is gonna do the Walking Sands. Is the Walking Sand more damage than the Bright Steel? I think it is. So he's gonna have a choice. He's gonna have to recall, right, to stop the Walking Sands from doing damage. Or he can just nullify this right now, which is also an option. So maybe the Bright Steel was actually better. He doesn't do the nullify. So we can drag one of the droplets. He can block the other one here and then just do the recall on one of them, but he still loses the other droplet. It does stop the 5 damage from the Sandstone Charger, but we got one droplet out of the way, and we still have our protector to be able to defend against like if we need to. Cool. I like doing this on the action. My problem with summoning Sivir here is that she just gets wrecked by a Mark of the Storm. Cool. Is it the time to do the sharp side? I think it is. I want to force him to lose the droplet or to recall it. So now that's 2 droplets gone, right? Which means that his joy is going to be a little bit more limited. We'll do the Sivir. And we can do the Shapestone anytime we want and level up whatever we want. No, but of course, opponent just casually has the 3rd one. Let's do this. Let's level up action. We do need to predict though. Instead of the Sandstone Charger, because I'm looking for the Absolver. There we go. So now we just attack like this. And then try to set up for an Absolver. We have the Ruin Runner, so we have things that have Spell Shield. He decides to lose the 3rd droplet. Wow, very interesting. So he decided to just lose the 3rd droplet like that. So that's 3 droplets, 1 cannon down. Ahri's not close to leveling yet. What an interesting game. What an interesting game. I like the Bruiser here.
Well, aren't we an odd couple?
I like the Bruiser. Now, here, obviously, he could have... There's no way he does that like that, right? That seems wrong to me. So we have Absorber and we have Vagabond. I'm scared of like a... I really like doing the Bright Steel because he also gives everything the shield. I mean the barrier. My fear is that he could have a cannon and then be able to do the homecoming on the Sivir. Right? So we can summon the Bright Steel. That doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me because everything's gonna have the barrier, right? So everything here is gonna have the barrier. We already have leveled up the action, which means that we can do the Absorber and be completely okay. The problem here is that he could still have a homecoming, right? But he needs to have two things to stop the Sivir. And homecoming is not gonna be enough, I don't think. He can also because homecoming means he has to recall something, right?
There is still time to surrender. Just say, oh, please don't kill me, Akshan.
I'm gonna let it go. Silver not being leveled up there makes that really risky for me to do anything else, right? Gonna have to let it go. Obviously, we need the rally. What we're gonna do here is not tap out of 4 mana. Make him think that we might have the rally. Because he needs to be playing around us having the rally. Or he might just not care, right? He might just not care. So he cannot tap out of 4 mana. Yep. He can never tap out of 4 mana because we might have the rally mana to be able to kill him.
The forest and I are one.
How does this sound right now? Do we wait for the Seinen?
There's always a way out.
So he's gonna just try to level her up, huh? Do we die? 17. How do we die? For us to die, he needs to have... For us to die, he needs to have... because we can level the Warlord Sword right here. I think it's worth it doing that right now, by the way.
Fate is what
We need single combat. And there it is. I like doing this now, by the way. It stops him from recalling the Conspirator. If he denies that, he's never going to have enough damage. Yeah, he's not going to have enough damage to kill us now. So we can just win next turn. Because Sivir's going to have Spell Shield and she's going to have Overwhelm. Right? And we can summon our full board right here. And we can just single combat that. We can just single combat the Ahri whenever we want. So now we can go ahead and just do this right now. Get the value from the Baruxan. And he has no way to kill us. Okay. We pulled through. We pulled through. There we go. Oh, that was good. That was scary. I mean, I had to take that risk, right? Because I need a single combat or consider strike. And if I didn't get it, I was still going to threaten that that Sivir spell that he had to deny in order to get enough damage, right? So, ended up working out for us. Welcome back, everybody. So, what do you think about those games, right? Very fun games. Like you saw, you're really just trying to gain tempo in the board, meanwhile trying to do a lot of chip damage on them and making them take kind of bad trades, because eventually what you want to do is just drop down that big Sivir that's leveled up and just try to push damage that way with Absolver. I think the most important unit in this deck though is Akshan, so you want to hard mulligan for him, because when you don't get the Warlord's Palace, that's when your games become a lot more difficult to win. So, but yeah, if you like this game and this deck, please make sure that you subscribe below, and you can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund LOR, where we do stream at least 4 times a week. You can find our socials down below in the description if you're really curious: Twitter, Discord, etc. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll see you on next time.